Hello, dear students. I hope you all are safe in home during this COVID 19 pandemic, which has created a lot of effect on our routine lives and hampered our regular teachings. So, we have to find out the alternative to this, and this online learning to some extent provides us the solution to fight with this situation and also to continue our teaching learning process. In this regard, we have as per the directives of the SPPU Pune University and college administration, we have created the e-content, and same will be delivered to you in forthcoming lectures. So in this regard, we will discuss the paper I have taken, or the paper FYBSc of the FYBSc Botany. So paper second entitled plant morphology. 1 minute. The paper entitled plant morphology and anatomy. So this is your paper second as per the CBCS choice based credit system 2019 pattern, and we'll going to start this paper today by starting to the first topic. That first topic is nothing but morphology and its introduction to the morphology. In this we are having 3 sub points that in coming lecture that we will study. So let us start our first topic, that is introduction to the morphology. So basically this term morphology is formed from the Latin or Greek words. First word, if you break this word into 2 different things. So first word is what? Morphos. First is morphos and second is logy. Okay, second is logy. So what is this morphology? Morphe means what? Form. Okay, and logos means discourse means to study. Okay, so here study of forms of the organism. Okay, so morphology as a if we talk about only morphology, then it is a general term. It is not only confined with the plants only. So morphology is a general term which means, if we see the definition of morphology, the definition of morphology is what? The study of form and structure. The study of form and structure of plants is called as plant morphology. See, if it is related with the plant morphology, if the study is related with the plant, it becomes plant morphology. If it is related with each and every organism, then it becomes only morphology. If here instead of plant, if organism is given, then simply the word morphology will come there. So morphology as such is not only confined with the plants, but each and every animal on the planet, and the study of that organism comes under the morphology. Now I hope you have cleared the definition that morphology is the study of form and structure of the plant, means how the organism, or we will talk here particularly about the plants, how the plants look like. Okay, how externally they look. If we see the plants, we will see basically organs like your stem, roots are below the soil, so they are not easily visible, but we can clearly see the stem, clearly see the different leaves, branches, leaves, then flowers, then fruits. So all these organs and their study of their shape, size, their form, their structure, it comes under the morphology. Okay, it comes under the morphology. So if we see the definition of morphology, it is like this: the study of form and structure of plant is called as plant morphology. Now this plant morphology can be studied by two different approaches. First one is the external morphology, second is the internal morphology. But this internal morphology, this word is somewhat misnomer, or it is inappropriate in many sense. So instead of that, we can use the word anatomy. Okay. So what are these two approaches? So first is external morphology. So what is external morphology? External morphology is a study which deals with external forms. It deals with what? External forms. So if it deals with external forms and their peculiarities also, their characteristics, their special features, that is called as peculiarities. So if a study deals with the external characters, external forms, external structure and their specific characteristics, so called peculiarities, it comes under the external morphology. Second is what? Second is internal morphology. So what is internal morphology? Basically the more appropriate word for internal morphology is what? Anatomy. So it has a meaning. If we divide this word, ana and tomy. Ana means under, below, means inside. Okay, and temen means what? Temen means to cut. Temen means to cut. You might have learned in biology in 12th standard tubectomy, hysterectomy, which is related with the reproductive system or the birth control measures, different birth control measures, tubectomy, vasectomy, hysterectomy. Okay, tomy means what? To cut, because these were the surgical procedures. So here the word tomy comes from the word temen, which is having the meaning to cut. Okay. So what is exactly the anatomy? Anatomy is, it basically deals with the internal structure. It deals with the internal structure of plants by taking fine sections. It deals with internal structure of plant by taking fine sections. So here if we see anatomy, the definition of anatomy, the anatomy is defined as study of internal structure. So what you cannot see from outside, you can see from inside. Okay, you cannot see from outside, and if you want to see from inside, you have to take the fine sections. Okay, so that is about the internal morphology. It is about the internal morphology, which is more appropriately called as the anatomy. Okay, so we'll move forward. So again, morphology can also be defined or classified on certain different criteria. So we will study that criteria. What is this criteria? So I will take felt tip pen. So first one is the descriptive morphology. First one is what? Descriptive morphology. And second is what? Interpretative morphology. Interpretative or comparative morphology. So So what is descriptive morphology? Descriptive morphology is what? Here in this case plant parts are there which are described in more elaborate manner or more detailed manner. Elaborate means what? Detailed. Okay. So here descriptive means what? It's describe. Description. The word descriptive comes from the description. Description or to describe. So in this case, whatever the plant parts that we observe, they are described in very greater details or much details or even in very elaborate manner, and but at the same time in a botanical terms, not in vague terms, in botanical terms, in the botanical language. Okay, so here in descriptive morphology the plants will find or they are described in more elaborate manner. Second is what? All plants or organs are considered for the description. Means the description of the plants involves each and every part, external part of the plant, including roots, your stem, leaves, flower, etc., etc. Okay. So here descriptive morphology means what? Here it is a type of morphology. It is a type of morphology in which the plants are described in more elaborate manner, more detailed manner, and every plant organ is taken into consideration for the description. Then it also involves the developmental and embryological studies. See, we have studied that it is described in very elaborate manner. It also includes the developmental studies. While developmental and embryological studies means what? Right from the fertilization to the formation of seed, fruit, and internally how the embryo gets developed, that all things are studied in the in this descriptive morphology. A second topic is, or second thing is what? Second thing is interpretative morphology. Interpretative or comparative morphology. So what is interpretative or comparative? See, you can see the name comparative. So here basically in this type of morphology it deals with the comparison. To compare means what? We have to compare the morphological characteristics, or we can compare two different plants based on their morphological characteristics. Okay, so if the two plants are having similar leaf venation, leaf structure, okay, so we can compare the two different plants, okay, two or even more plants based on their morphological characteristics. In which type of morphology? In the interpretative or comparative type of morphology. Then this comparison helps to find out any similarities and differences between these plants. Means if we try to compare two different plants, then we'll find some sort of similarities, whether the flower structure is same in two different plants, or the leaf structure, or the branching pattern, or the root system. Okay, we'll find similarities in different plant organs. At the same time, we also find the differences between them. So this comparison will help to find out these things, that is similarities between two different plants and your differences between them. Then it is important for the plant identification. It is important for plant morphological study or comparative morphological study is very much important for plant identification, nomenclature and classification of the plants. These things we will study in detail in the next lecture. So I hope you have understood the morphology, introduction to the morphology. In that we discussed about the definition of morphology. What is the definition? Definition is the morphology is nothing but the study of form and structure of a plant. The morphology is having two different approaches. External morphology deals with external forms. Internal morphology deals with the internal form, or it is more appropriately called as anatomy, means study of internal structure. Means if we want to study the plant internally, we have to take section through the blade or some other surgical device by which we can internally see, and we have to observe it under the microscope. Otherwise we will not going to see, because their structures are microscopic. Then we studied about descriptive and interpretative morphology. What is descriptive and interpretative morphology? Here in descriptive morphology, plant parts are described in very much elaborate manner. Then all plant parts are taken into consideration. Then also it involves the embryological and developmental study. Whereas in comparative morphology, we have to compare two different plants, two or more different plants, and this comparison will also help us to find out any similarities or differences in them, and it is also useful in the nomenclature, classification and plant identification. So I hope you have understood the basic things regarding the morphology. In next lecture we will deal with importance of plant morphology in detail. So thank you all dear students for your patient listening, and if you have any query, I will share your mobile number with you. You can ask me directly without hesitation. Thank you very much.